Hi everyone! So today I am going to be talking about college rejections. So I know that decision day is coming up. Some of you have probably already committed, but there is a good chance that some of you were rejected by your dream school, and you might be feeling a little down. You might not even want to be picking a school right now because you feel like your end all be all was just like you're like just gone. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay. So I was applying to colleges 4 years ago. Wow. I was applying to colleges 4 years ago, and I applied to every state school except for one, and I applied to a few out of Florida. So the ones out of Florida I got into because they were all art schools, so it was mainly like your portfolio, not SAT, ACT. I will say I wasn't the best test taker, so I didn't score that high. On my SAT, my ACT, I did pretty okay. My dream school was University of Florida, and even though I wasn't the best test taker, I really thought like I had a good chance of getting in. My essay was amazing. Like, I will pat myself on the back for that one. I was so proud of my essay. I was extremely involved in high school. I was in a performing arts academy. Like, I thought I had everything going for me except for my test score, but I was like, out of everything that they look at, my test score is probably not, like, not gonna matter. And I was ready to buy that UF sweater. I was ready to just like start looking at apartments in Gainesville. And I remember my mom telling me, like, just chill out, you don't know what's gonna happen. And I was like, no mom, I'm gonna get in. Like, I'm speaking it into existence that I'm gonna get into UF. And I applied early decision. And so we were finding out in in February. We were finding out the weekend of Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, I believe, was like a Monday or a Sunday, and it was Friday that we were finding out. And I was at the beach with all my friends, and we were filming a video, and then it was like 5 p.m. and one of my friends, he texted me and he was like, decisions are out. Check. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna check. And all of us that were there, I think most of us that were there had applied, so we said that we were all gonna check together. And so I opened my phone and I wasn't having the best signal and it was just taking forever, and I opened the email and I got rejected. And everything in me, just like, I felt any happiness that I felt that day, any hope that I had was just like gone. Like, the ocean's right there, just like take it, like me being dramatic. And I think somebody else that was there, well, I know somebody else that was there, he didn't get in either, and he was like kind of bummed out. And then my best friend, who was sitting right next to me, got in for spring semester, and her and I did a lot of the same things, but her test scores were better than mine, and I think her GPA was better than mine. But like involvements and everything, we did the same. And I was like so bummed for myself, and like I was just crying and I was quiet and I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I was happy for my best friend, but like I'm focused on my future right now. And it was like the worst thing ever, because then right after that we went to a high school basketball game, and it wasn't even at our like school, it was at another school, and I was like a mess. And the entire basketball game I was just sitting there like this sucks. And I'm pretty sure like half the people on the other side had gotten into UF, so it was just like kind of a crappy day, and I really let that ruin my experience getting into every other school, because when I started getting accepted to all these other schools, it was like, oh, this isn't UF. And it took me like a while to realize that I was gonna be okay. I ended up going to a school that's less than 10 minutes from my house, FIU. It's a great school, but I had to accept that, you know what, like UF didn't happen. That doesn't mean that I'm not a good student. It doesn't mean that I'm not a great person. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna have like a bad future. Like, I'm gonna have all these things that I want. It's just not gonna be in Gainesville. It'll be in Miami. And guess what? I'll be close to home. I'll be close to my friends. Like, I don't have to change my routine anymore, So I think like everybody right now, like college seniors that are going through this whole rejection, like it's okay to feel sad. But I had a friend tell me, like, give yourself 24 hours to be sad and to pity yourself, and then look at the bright side of everything. Because if you just dwell on like the bad and everything, you're not gonna understand like the positives and the benefits of everything else that's happening to you. Like everything is a blessing in disguise. Your talents are just like LeBron James said, he's taking his talents to South Beach, you're taking your talents to somewhere else. So it's okay to be sad, just don't always be sad about your college rejection, because I promise you it's not that bad. I ended up going to FIU. I was homecoming Duchess. I joined a sorority. I was a peer leadership consultant. I attended a bunch of leadership retreats. I did my internship in DC. I'm graduating early. Like, I was able to do so many things at FIU, and it's because I had the support of my parents being back home. I didn't have to stress about who's putting food on the table for me, because I could come home from all my involvements and my parents were always taking care of me. I had all my friends always around me, so I never felt like I was really alone. And on top of that, I joined a sorority where even though most of us were from Miami, we still like did not really know each other. So I gained a whole new group of friends. So it's just taking everything with a grain of salt, and what are you going to do with that experience? How are you going to take this rejection and make something better out of it? That's my 2 cents. Don't let this ruin the most amazing like chapter of your life, because my favorite time of my life was when I entered college, and that's like an experience that I'll always cherish. So I hope you cherish it.